and welcome to Qigong class. Let's take a moment to align ourselves between earth and heaven, sensing your feet, sensing the top of your head. And then take a slow, deep breath, smiling to yourself. And relax. And all you have to do for the next hour is to breathe and follow along. I will guide your mind. It's the joy of being the teacher of a class. I get to guide you through a beautiful practice. But I thought today I would start us off with a reading. It came into my inbox. Don't you love it when things come into your inbox that are just amazing? And today it just felt right. And it's called Going with the Flow. Going with the flow doesn't mean we don't know where we're going. Rather, we are open to other ways of getting there. Big. The expression going with the flow is a metaphor that applies to navigating a river. When we go with the flow, we follow the current of the river, then push against it. People who go with the flow may be interpreted as lazy or passive, but to truly go with the flow requires awareness, presence, and the ability to blend one's own energy with the prevailing energy. Going with the flow doesn't mean we toss our oars into the water and kick back in the boat, hoping for the best. Going with the flow means we let go of our individual agenda and notice the play of energy all around us. We tap into that energy and flow with it, which gets us going where we need to go a whole lot faster than resistance will. Going with the flow doesn't mean that we don't know where we're going. It means that we are open to multiple ways of getting there. We are also open to changing our destination, clinging more to the essence of our goal than to the particulars. We acknowledge that letting go and modifying our plans is part of the process. Going with the flow means that we are aware of an energy that is larger than our small selves, and we are open to working with it, not against it. Many of us are afraid of going with the flow because we don't trust that we will get where we want to go if we do. This causes us to cling to plans that aren't working, stick to routes that are obstructed, and obsess over relationships that aren't fulfilling. When you find yourself stuck in these kind of patterns, do yourself a favor and open to the flow of what is rather than resisting it. Trust that the big river of your life has a plan for you, and let it carry you onward. Throw overboard those things that are weighing you down. Be open to revising your maps. Take a deep breath and move into the current. Love that. So this comes, it's called Daily Om Inspiration, and I get it every day. But today, since I knew that we were going to do a beautiful flowing motions with the Tai Chi, it was perfect timing. So I love that. Thank you. Thank you, universe. All right. I'm going to back up a little bit. And let's lengthen the spine with a deep breath. Notice your breath as you take another slow, deep breath without judgment. This is a comparison basis. We all know it can be deeper, fuller. And then let's breathe in peace and happiness. And allow any resistance to soften, begin to flow out of your body. Sometimes I think of resistance, we all try to get what we want and we're banging on the doors and they're just not opening. I pay attention to that. If the doors just open, they allow you to flow in. So you're on the right path when things present themselves to you. let's place both hands on the belly. We're going to practice 3-part diaphragmatic breathing. And we have 3 parts, if you will, where our diaphragm can rise up. The first one is in the belly. And then the second part is in the rib cage. And the third part is in the chest and lung area. And while we practice 3-part diaphragmatic breathing, we'll do each part individually. And I invite you to fill up like you were filling a balloon. So you want to inflate and then you want to deflate. So starting with the belly, let's take a breath in and focus on the belly. Feel it puff up and push against your hands and hold it for a minute, or not a minute, a few seconds. And now let's exhale through the mouth very slowly, like dark gray smoke leaves the body. And you want to imagine the navel pulling back towards your spine. So you're fully empty. Let's do it again. Inhale to the belly. And we keep it there. We don't allow it to come up yet. And then let's exhale. Draw the navel back so we engage our abdominal muscles. Let's do it again. Trying to hold for a moment, feel that fullness, and then let it go. Let's do 2 more. And as you hold, imagine all your organs getting squished by the air in there. So they're pressing against the cavity, inner cavity of your body. Let it go. Now the organs have room to move and stretch out. Let's do 1 more. Feel the tightness and then let it go. Feel empty. And then take a full deep breath. That one's a lot better than that first one I asked you to pay attention to. A lot more deep, but rich, fuller. Now we are going to add on the second balloon. So we fill the bottom, the belly first, and then I like to put hands on my ribs, or one hand on my belly, one hand on my ribs. And you want to sense your ribs stretching as you inflate this part of your body. And let's try it. So fill the belly first. And then imagine filling the ribs. It's subtle. And you can exhale through the nose or the mouth, whatever you prefer. But then draw the navel back to force the old air out. And again, belly first. Into the ribs. Hold it. Sense the tightness. And then let it go. Draw the navel back to the spine. Again. Hold it, squeezing the liver on the right, the spleen on the left, and then relax, release. Empty. Let's do 2 more. This is called 2-part diaphragmatic breathing. Belly, ribs, tight front and back ribs, and then soften. Again. Let's do 1 more. Squeezing the lower organs, squeezing the organs in the ribs, protected under the ribs, and then let it go. Relax. And then take a slow, conscious, deep breath, noticing again length and quality of your breath. Feels good. And now we add the third balloon. And It goes pretty fast through the rib cage, and you can even guide with the hands. You could, bring the air up, or you can hold on and feel it when you're full. Try it. Let's try it a few different ways. So let's inflate the belly, continue to breathe into the ribs, continue to breathe into the chest. Bring it up to the neck. Feel full. And then soften, release the ribs, relax, draw the navel into the spine. Again. Feel full. And then soften. All the balloons deflate. Let's do 3 more. Belly, ribs, chest, and back. And notice what happens. It improves your posture, right? One of the benefits of deep breathing. And then let it go. Soften the shoulders, soften the chest, soften the belly. Again. I'm holding at the top for a moment just because it feels good, and then soften. Full and empty. That makes breathing a Tai Chi. Last one. And let's hold it. Sense your back of the lungs. That's full. Whole cavities, all full. And then soften. Sense the chest relax. Chest, sense the ribs soften. Relax your belly. And then let's take a slow, deep breath. Noticing again the length and quality of your breath. And then notice how you feel. Is your mind soft? The thoughts quieted down a little bit? Can you enjoy the flow of air in and out of your body? I recently compiled information on the benefits of the breath, and I will send it out to all of you. It's 2 pages, but it's really informative, and there's so many benefits of deep breathing, and especially the diaphragmatic breathing, where we can massage our inner organs. Let's reestablish our connection to the earth. Nice straight spine, tail going down to the earth as well. Smile to the earth as the earth energy begins to fill you with the yin, the dark, the rich, nutritious. And then bring the awareness to the crown of the head and allow it to soften and open. And we connect to the yang energy, the infinite wisdom of the sky. Softening our hearts, allowing the yin and the yang to blend right at the heart. It opens the heart with fullness of life as we connect to all living things. And let's take a deep breath of gratitude for being alive today. And I'm going to stand up, but you're welcome to keep seated if you prefer. It's up to you. Let's reestablish our connection to the 3 treasures of energy, softening the belly as you sink into the earth, and then lifting from the belly up, tucking the chin, drawing the head back slightly, connecting to the sky. And let's open the arms into sage. Palms are spread wide, open up. Let's arch and feel a stretch from your lungs and hearts through your chest, through your shoulders, through your upper arms, through your elbows and into the forearms and into the fingers and hands. Let's gather the energy of nature, bring it into our hearts. And with the exhale, send love and healing out into the world. And then let's begin to ring the temple bell. We'll start easy. I like to bend and straighten my legs with a little bit of movement in my knee joints. Raises the heart rate slightly. And let's tap the pubis and the tail, waking up our lower body, our lower core. Coming up, thanking sexual organs, digestive organs. Thank your tailbone and sacrum. Coming up towards the digestive organs. Nice pat of gratitude and love. Allow the hands to connect to the rib cage. Thanking organs that are protected by our ribs. They had a nice inner massage, so now we're giving them a little external massage. Getting the blood and chi moving. And then let's come on to the thymus. Begin to look over your shoulder a little more. Bring in a twist. Onto the lungs and heart. And then over the shoulder. Look behind you. Find that twist. Let the arms be heavy. Let's do 3 more each side. Good. Take a moment. Notice how you feel. Let your body reorganize itself after those big twists and looking side to side. Lots of stimulation. Let's lengthen the spine. Find more space between the vertebrae. Let's take 1 3-part diaphragmatic breath. Belly, ribs, chest, and hold it. And then release and soften. Breathe in, I am flexible. Not only in body, but heart and mind. And when we're flexible, it allows us to go with the flow a little easily, or more easily. Change directions, take advantage of opportunities, deviate from the plan. Let's sink into the knees. Do a little arching and folding. Look up. And with the exhale, make light fists. Bring them to your navel and gaze at your fists. If your arms and shoulders are okay, let them float above the head. And then tuck your tail, tuck your chin. Follow your breath. Imagine pushing through the air, pushing the gates open. Actually, they just open. You just instigate it. And then we draw heaven energy down through the head, through the heart, and into the belly. As we inhale, we can purge. Imagine letting old thoughts, old emotions leave the body. And gather peace and going with the flow. Let's do 3 more. I like to imagine I'm clearing away judgment, clearing away obstacles, and then being open to the infinite possibilities, to the universe, and reminding myself there are so many more ways than just the one way. Let's do one last one. Clear what you think you want to clear the most. And then what do you need to receive? Draw it in. This time, let's draw it in like a beautiful golden ray of light. Smile to yourself. Tickles the brain to think there's so many possibilities. Let it flow into your core. Feel your body relaxing and softening to receive this beautiful healing light. Let it drip off your fingers. And then let's give ourselves a little shake. Take your feet, shake your shoulders. You can do a little bounce. Exhale through the mouth. Let's do a little blither. Ah. One more. Ah. I think it's blithering is a nice way to start the week. It kind of lets go of anything that we don't need to hang on to from last week. It happens to be a new moon today, so really good time to set goals, go into little spontaneous movements. Check out your shoulder joints. Yeah, new moon, time for setting plans. We have the whole next 28 days. It also happens to be National Kindness Day. Wow, I love that. Let's make it a point today that we will be kind to everybody, especially ourselves. And then let it come a little slower, a little smaller. And then bring yourself into alignment with earth and heaven. Close your eyes and allow yourself to drift. What happens when you drift? My body softens. One more deep, slow breath. It can be a 3-part diaphragmatic breath if you like. And then wiggle toes and fingers. We're going to come back and open the eyes. And let's do a little side bending. So let's start with just the head. The ear goes towards the shoulder. And I like to pull down on the opposite shoulder. I'm going to call this the yellow. I have yellow flowers here and white flowers here today. And then bring the head up and find a little bit more length in your spine. And then let's go over to the other side. White flower side is heavy. Let's inhale to the top. And then allow your right hand to flow down towards the knee. So you create a nice side bend. It almost looks like a candy cane in your spine. Let's inhale back up. And exhale, other side. I like to stay here for an extra breath. Allow the ribs to open. And then let's come up to neutral. And again, sensing the ribs opening, hips dropping. Inhaling up. And over. And when you're ready, come up to neutral. If your shoulders allow, let's reach. Let's inhale and then exhale down. Inhale, come up. Stretch. I learned this as reaching for happiness. So we intentionally reach and stretch our side bend our back, but bring some happiness in, bring some light, bring some joy. Let's do one more each side. Think of something that brings you joy and happiness. And can we ever have too much of that? We can have too much excitement. We know that. That's not necessarily a good thing, but happiness and joy, I don't know. And then let's reach into the earth, bathing yourself with love, happiness, and healing, using your body as a conduit. Let's send it out into the world. And good. Feel free to move a little bit. See how your body feels. We just twisted and side bend and arched and fold. So hopefully the back's feeling pretty good. You can do some spirals for your joints. And then let's begin to rub the hands together. Get some chi flowing in the hands. We're going to trace the meridians, but we're also going to focus a little bit on sciatica. That was a request before we started. Get it nice and warm in those palms. And then let's clap. Sensing the tingling, sensing the blood coming into your hands. And then let's tap the heart. We're going to come up the front side of our body, the yang side, what we show the world. Throat. And then fingers towards each other over the mouth, thanking gums and teeth, sinuses and nose, closing the eyes, eyeballs onto the third eye, and then forehead up to the head. Tip your chin forward. Let's come down the back. Find your neck. Tap your top of your shoulders. And then tap the armpits. And let's come down the back. Feel free to take your time. We're going to spend a little extra time in the glute. So I'm going to use my fist and punch. So right in the middle of your glutes. This is a point where we can punch and soften the sciatic nerve. So don't punch too hard. I punched so hard that I bruised myself. So we just want the energy there, the stuck energy. So whenever you feel that tightness, and you can shake your bottom, loosen it up, but just we want the muscles and nerves to decontract. We want them to soften. Let's continue to go down the back of the legs, the outer edge of the foot, inner arch, and then up the front of the body. My thumbs are on the inside of my leg, but hands, the rest of the fingers are on the front. Come back to the heart. Let's come across under the arm. Thank you, hand and fingers. Thank you, wrist, and forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, side of the neck, ear, temple, through the third eye, temple, ear, and neck. And then let's go on to the other side. Thank you, underarm. Thank you, arm and hand, fingers and thumb. Tap the side of the neck, ear, temple, through your third eye again, temple, ear, and neck. Let's rub our hands. You're going to just trace a little bit with the hands on the body. You can pull your hands up over the head, down the back of the neck, under the arms. Let's push down. Moving a little faster. Notice how that feels. Our bodies can respond to touch, even our own touch. Makes us feel good. Thank you, beautiful body. Let's do one more time. Just a little energetic for our energetic field. Get the heat going. When we clap, it'll open up the Lao Gong, the healing portal in our palms, and give yourself a healing of white light surrounding yourself with protection, love, healing energy, following the same path. Hands a few inches away from the body. Notice if you feel anything. Notice if you see anything. Watch. You might see your energy field. You might sense heat or tingling, or even coolness. And then we'll reach out and gather even more love and healing and gratitude and hug our beautiful bodies. Thank you, body. And then relax your arms. Give your feet a little shake. And to do one more thing before we move into a Tai Chi. And this is a beautiful exercise I learned, wow, 25 years ago. And it is one of my favorites. It's called Honoring the Ancestors. And let's have our palms up. And how about in the yellow palm, close to the yellow flowers, we put our paternal, our father and his family, all the grandparents, the cousins, aunts, and uncles. And then in the white hand, we put the maternal. And so this is an opportunity to honor those who have passed before us. And let's start with the maternal hand. And the movement is simple. You gaze at your hand as you lift with the inhale. And then you turn the palm over with the exhale. And it's almost as if you're touching a very thin veil, the veil between life and death. And then we honor the father's side, our fathers, his parents, siblings, great grandparents. And then we imagine we connect. I like to think of their little faces as I honor people I haven't thought of. My Aunt Stephanie, my mother, my grandparents, my cousins. Receive their love and energy. And then the paternal. Send them love. Tell them you miss them. I've even asked questions doing this sometimes. I also like to put all the females that I've lost, my dear teachers and mentors and friends, female side. And same for the male side, my teachers, mentors, friends, beyond my family. Let's do one more on each side and think of those you maybe haven't thought of for a while. It's almost like we're sending them a kiss, but then connecting. Notice what you sense. I send them messages sometimes. And then honoring the ancestors continues as we honor the union of our mother and father. Both hands float up. And then we float down as we connect to all of our ancestors. We'll do that 2 more times. And we'll conclude honoring the ancestors by reaching into the earth and out to life and up to heaven, and bathing us with the wisdom and the love of all of our ancestors. Feel yourself softening to receive. Let's do a little bow to honor them. All right. I find that very profound. I hope you enjoyed that. We're going to transition into some Tai Chi. Let me just take a moment. I have to readjust my sound. I want to see who's here. Okay, great. All right, so I'm on different sound now. So these movements should be familiar to everybody here today. I'm especially guiding this for our level 2 people, but my regulars, mostly everybody has studied Tai Chi with me. So we're just going to do it nice and slowly. Let yourself relax and just flow. We really want that feeling of flow today. I won't be cueing, but I'll be doing very slow movements that are pretty simple to follow. Can you hear the music? Give me a thumbs up if you can. Yes, technology. I'm going to do Tai Chi 9, 6 repetitions total, so 3 on each side. If you want to do the walking, that's fine. If you don't, I think I'll be stepping and swaying. Let's go.
Okay, hope you feel really good. I hope you didn't hear the beeping, the neighbor's beeping going on. But how lovely just to let yourself move and go with the music. Oh, I'm putting my earbuds back in, or not. Let's see. Sorry about that. And take a moment, notice how you're feeling. Notice where the Tai Chi took you, if it took you anywhere. Notice how your body's feeling. Oh, I don't think my earbuds are going to work. Okay, well, so lovely. Well, let's do just a little bit more movement to conclude. Let's do one more gathering from earth and heaven. And bringing the hands in front of the heart. Shift the weight to the white flower leg.
And let's circulate this lovely balance and harmony that we've been working on this morning. Bring it back to your heart. Bathe your core, weights in the back leg. Straight front leg, yellow leg straight. Inhale. Let's bring it back to the heart. Shift the weight to the yellow foot. Circulate healing energy into your legs and core. This time, let's imagine a geyser coming up, out, purifying chi, or clearing the small universe. Distributing the chi. Tracing the meridians. Let's embrace tiger. Return to the mountain. Let's store the chi one time, bathing every cell of your body. Feel the energy moving towards the earth and then pull it up. Let's play with our Tai Chi ball. And then white hand on top. Roll over. Yellow hand on top. Yellow hand back to the shoulder, diagonal. Other side. With the Tai Chi ball, let's trace the microcosmic orbit one time. Or let's do 2 times. Up the back of the spine, down the front of your body. Up the back of the spine. And let's end in our hearts. Tai Chi meditation. Scan your body, soften. One deep breath in. And pull this wonderful energy we've cultivated today into your belly, hands on the belly. Thank you, body. And then let's slide the hands and the energy to the middle dantian. Thank you, heart. Thank you, mind. Breathing in peace and calm. And then let the hands come to your third eye. Smile to your spirit. Let your body glow. And then extend the glow into your energy field. Your glow will go with the flow. Oh, sorry, I couldn't resist that. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're feeling relaxed and peaceful. Thank you so much.